The other really important metrics that we just recently learned about is NPS. So NPS stands for Net Promoter Score, which is a very fancy word for saying how likely are your customers to recommend your product to other customers. That's it. So basically now we have email flows that every time someone purchases, after they receive the product, they receive an email and say, how satisfied are you with your product? How did you like our support experience? How satisfied are you with shipping, right? And then it asks the questions, how likely are you to recommend the product to a friend? 1 out of 10, right? And then you have the people that have 1 or 2. I would never recommend that. This is a piece of crap, right? Or you have 7, 8, 9, 10, where it's like, I'm this likely to recommend it because I really like it. I just want to use it a little bit longer to really see, right? And then you see, are more people in the 7 to 10, or are more people in the 1 to 3? If there are more people in the 1 to 3, it means you have negative word of mouth. So people will actively put effort into spreading the word. Don't buy from this brand. If you have 7 to 10, if you have more 7 to 10s, it means people are likely to have positive word of mouth. 1 customer turns into 2, turns into 4, turns into 8, turns into 16, turns into the word.
I had a great experience. I love this. Definitely to buy from them.
Yes. They turn you into the Xiaomi, the Mi Band, the Xiaomi, that kind of customer, right? So if it's in the middle, if most of them, like if you have none on the top and none on the bottom and everything is in the middle, maybe you need to work on your product and you need to do that just a little bit better. What is your NPS? What is the score for each product? So then you can see which of my products actually actively grows the brand and which products shrinks the brand. And all you have to do is get rid of the products that shrink your brand. That's it. It's simple to say. It's hard to do because you have all that inventory there. You paid a lot of money for that inventory. It's already in the US. You're already storing it. Now what do you do?
Your product development team already invested a lot of money. You invest a lot of money in your product development team, in tooling, shipping, inventory, and of course that is hard to get rid of it. Of course that it's difficult for you after all that investment to recognize that the product is actually hurting the brand. So yeah, those are things that we need to deal with, that owners need to deal with, but it's extremely important for the brand growth.
I want to add one thing to that is sometimes because we're in Shenzhen and we have amazing product development people here, that's a blessing and a curse. It's a blessing because you can pump out one product after the other. Eventually that adds a lot of complexity to your business and that causes a lot of problems. We can talk about that another time, but like sometimes the product development team doesn't understand very well who you're selling to. And they develop a product with the same technology or with the same designs or with the same core, but that is for a different avatar, that is for a different consumer. And then when you launch this product, you put it on your site, now you have two products or multiple products that look the same, but are for different people. So then with your marketing, you get your people in and it all becomes like, it all degrades. Because people look at one product, then they look at another product and they're like, this is for me, but this is not really for me. And then they get confused. And maybe people buy it anyway because it's on the page, but then they get it. And then even if it's a good product, but to them, they don't really use it. To your avatar, to your customer, it's a great product for that customer, but this type of person got the product now. And for that person, it's not the right product. So even the product is good, even the shipping is good, even the support was good, it was the wrong product for that avatar, and for him or her, it was not good, right? So that's another thing people need to consider. And those are all such simple concepts that everyone gets. But it's so hard to do
implement. It's so hard.
But that is the reason why brands don't grow. That literally, eventually you have a lot of products on your store. Eventually you have all the marketing channels covered. Right? And adding one more channel will not double your brand. Adding one more product will most definitely not double your brand. Right? But that's what we've all been taught works. Right? When we start
what
our
we're
brands,
used to.
when we do the first million.
And
right?
of course it makes sense because it's the logic is I made this, it works.
Mm.
If I do the same, most probably or more certainly will happen the same.